Hi, seventh graders. Welcome to Tuesday. I am here today again to talk about the excretory system. So here's the deal. It's going to be a little bit of a longer video. I would pull out a notebook and some paper so you can jot down some notes because when it comes to the quiz at the end of the unit, it'll be helpful to have them in front of you. I will also link the presentation I'm going to be using in the description below so you can look back at that as well. And I'll include the textbook version of it just in case you want to read a little bit more about it or if you missed something. So we are going to be talking about the excretory system, specifically the urinary system. So I'm going to open up the presentation. You should see the presentation on your screen, and then you'll also see me on your screen right next to it. So let's see how we did. All right, so right now you should be looking at my first slide. So the urinary system is there to filter out wastes from your blood. It's also there to store and to remove that liquid waste. Your urinary system helps us maintain homeostasis, like the video yesterday was talking about. And it does that by keeping the blood from having too much unneeded stuff in it, like salts and sugars and toxins. So your urinary system is comprised of 4 parts. You have 2 kidneys. Your kidneys are bean-shaped organs that are located in your back below your rib cage but above your waist. They're dark red in color because they're pumped full of blood. You have 2 ureters, which are the tubes that connect the kidneys to the bladder. You have a bladder, which we know stores urine. And then you have 1 urethra, which you use to release urine. The kidneys are going to be the most important part of your urinary system. They do most of the work. They are there to filter and remove waste from blood. They also produce hormones that stimulate the production of red blood cells, and they also control blood pressure and help maintain calcium levels. Your kidneys contain blood vessels and nephrons. And nephrons, you're going to hear a couple of times. They're networks of capillaries and small tubes that actually do the filtration. And then they also filter out waste products, salts, and sometimes toxins in the blood, and that is the byproduct of that is what produces urine. So your kidneys go through a 2-stage filtration process. The first filtration occurs in clusters of capillaries in the nephrons. It filters water, sugar, salts, and waste out of the blood. So the important thing to know, or an interesting thing to know, is that your kidneys filter 180 liters of blood every day. Now that's a lot. And you actually only have about 3 liters of blood plasma in your body. So it filters 180 liters of blood plasma, so the liquid part of blood, and you only have 3 liters of blood plasma. That means that your kidneys actually filter all of your blood about 60 times a day. Wow. And this first filtration actually filters a lot out. Actually, too much out, which is why your body has to go through a second filtration. That second filtration occurs in small tubes in the nephrons, and 99% of the stuff, the water and the nutrients that got filtered out the first time, actually end up reabsorbed into your body because it was too much. We don't want to remove too much from our body because if we remove too much, we end up dehydrating and losing nutrients that we actually really need. So it's a 2-step filtration process. The first one kind of sweeps a bunch of stuff out, and the second one's like, oh, hold up, too much. Let's give some of it back to our body. Our body needs that. You guys actually, the average human produces about 1.5 liters of urine a day, and your bladder can hold about 1/2 liter a day. So that's why we go to the bathroom a whole bunch. So next up. So once your kidneys are done filtering, going through the filtration process, the urine, so the stuff that actually our body does not want, is going to, and any excess water, so water that our body doesn't need, is going to go to the ureter, which transports urine from the kidneys to the bladder. You have 2 of them because you have 2 kidneys. So your 2 kidneys connect downwards. using your ureters, and then connect into your single bladder. So your bladder is the part that when you have to pee really bad, you can feel it in your bladder. It's a muscular sac that holds urine until you can go to the bathroom. Your urethra is where the urine actually exits your body. It contains circular muscles called sphincters that control the release and let you pee freely. So that is the urinary system. Those are the 4 parts of the urinary system. The most complex part is absolutely going to be the kidneys. There's a lot that goes into what the kidneys do, but the important thing to remember is it filters it twice. One time it does a big sweep. The second time it kind of sends a lot of that stuff back because it's like, your body needs that water. Your body needs those nutrients. And then it continues its journey. So up on the screen, there's a couple of questions of things for you to think about. Make sure that you know the answer to these questions by either rewatching the video, or you can do the reading that I will link on the next slide. And that's it. That's all I've got for you. So hopefully you kind of sort of feel like you have an idea of what the urinary system does, what it the importance of it, and how it works, and why you have urine. Urine is all of the stuff that got filtered out of the liquid part of your blood so that you don't end up with toxicity in your body and grossness that you don't want there. And you don't want to think about, you don't want to increase the water in your body infinitely like that. So yeah, if you guys have questions, feel free to reach out to me, reach out to Mr. Bester, do the reading, watch the video from yesterday, whatever works for you, that's what you need to do. But that's all I have for you. So you guys have an awesome Tuesday. Answer those last couple of questions on the slide. Make sure you know them, and have a lovely day. Bye.